Next week, there will be a changing of the guard at the St. Joseph Municipal Court. City Attorney Ted Elo will be replacing Judge John Boeh, who is retiring from the bench. But before he steps down, he did take some time out to speak with me, and we look back at his years on the court.
Please rise. Municipal Court is now in session. The Honorable John Boeh presiding.
This is one of the last times Judge John Boeh will be taking the bench in St. Joseph Municipal Court. After more than 2 decades, Boeh is retiring. In the tens of thousands of cases he's had over the years, he hopes the people who come before him take at least one thing away.
Well, I like to think that people think I was a good listener.
Boeh's courtroom is tucked away in the basement of the Buchanan County Courthouse. He hears mostly cases related to traffic citations or property code enforcements. And while they might not be among the most high-profile cases at the courthouse, he says they still mean a lot to the people who come before him.
Every person that comes to court is important. And whether they're a defendant or a witness or a police officer, a victim, then you just have to respect that this is their day, that they come to court and they want to see that they're treated with respect.
Boeh says a lot of his defendants are poor or those who've fallen on hard times. He says he keeps that in mind when making his sentencing.
Well, why don't you just throw them in jail? Or why don't you fine them and make them pay? And the limitations that are on me are the limitations I have to live with. Punishment and deterrence is a big part of it, but also trying to turn it around, be sure that they, don't reoffend, that, they get their driver's license, they get a job.
Before stepping off the bench, a retirement party. A chance for people to thank Judge Boeh for all of his work over the years and a recognition of why he was so successful.
The fact that he has empathy towards everyone that appears in front of him, that he looks at them and tries to find the good in them, tries to find out what he can do through his sentence and through their appearance in front of him that can help that person not get in that same position again.
Patience is a godly virtue, and he has it. But he also knows when things go sideways and when he needs to be firm.
Boeh hopes he'll be remembered as fair, impartial, and someone who cared.
I want them to be able to think when they left the courtroom, the judge listened to what they had to say.
Boeh's last day will be next Monday. Elo will be sworn in as the new municipal court judge and immediately take the bench.